Trials prep. Obviously I'm level 50, I've been doing this for a little bit, but I'll go over the general strategy that I use to get better gear, and so far I've gotten to a level 60 trial. I could get higher than the level 60 trial. I'm actually going to try to push to see if I can go all the way to 86, but that's going to take a lot of preparation. For the time being, let me just give you a quick rundown. When you start off in trial mode, you don't have, well, actually when you start the game, you don't have a lot of gear. You don't have access to pretty much anything aside from this stuff. What do you see equipped here? Obviously, I'm going to do a lot more damage with it now than you would, especially since I have all my licenses maxed out. And just to show you, I have 17,000 extra license points. I only have one class, because this is literally Rogue Tomato part of the game. I haven't even fought him and defeated him. At any rate, when you start off, you're not going to have really good equipment. The first sizable weapon upgrade you can get that doesn't cost a license point is the Mithril Blade. You can steal that from the Flowering Cactuar. You can also get, I forget, something else, but it's not really worth your while. Maybe Longsword also comes from that enemy. And then Karkata, which is going to be your mainstay for the longest time. You can get a bronze or round shield from the Rip Rampager in level 3 as well. Obviously I have a couple of other nice shields, they're a little bit better. Shell Shield is the one you're probably going to stick with for the longest time. I'm not going to equip it now because reasons. Now, as far as headgear is concerned, you can get a bronze helm pretty early. I don't remember exactly what you can get it from. Maybe it's an iron helm, but one of those two. But bone helm is going to be what you use for a very long time. As soon as you get Karkata, you can actually farm the Wild Saurian in the Ester Sand. And he has a low chance of dropping this helmet. I think it's like between 3 or 5%. So it's not high. But it gives you a sizable strength bonus, and your magic resist goes up, plus half damage from dark. So that's really going to be bonus. Really, really good. And then I think it's 37 or 38. You fight another enemy you can steal Platinum Helm, Platinum Shield, and Platinum Armor from. And then Mage Power Shishak you get from Palicant, which is somewhere in the 50s. I want to say 51. Mage Power Shishak. I'm sorry. Mage Power Shishak you get from Palicant. And now the armors. So again, you start off with the leather clothing, nothing spectacular. The first decent armor you can get is chainmail, and you can steal that from the werewolf. He's in trial 5. It's not that great, but it's going to help you get through. After that, in trial 12, you can steal shielded armor from the melt enemy. It's the special bonus enemy that drops from the ceiling if you kill off all the other oozy goozy guys and you stand facing the switch against the wall. Then you can get mirror mail stolen from the rare enemy that spawns in area 28. Platinum armor, again from the snake guy I can't remember the name of. And Maximilian you get from Vishnu, which is the construct enemy that uses lots of magic spells and almost kills me every single time. That one. At any rate, you can see how this setup alone is super powerful. As far as the accessories, I'm not going to go over where you get them all. You can find some information on the internet about trial rewards. I'll post the link in the video when I put this over to YouTube, but essentially, this one's going to be your best friend. You can get this one in level 18. The problem is, in level 15, when you're fighting Mateus, his ultimate ability, Lizaja, inflicts sap. So you have to get through that stage, and then 2 more with sap in order to get this accessory. And the next time you fight through that stage, equip this before the boss hits you, and you'll take less ice damage, and you won't be inflicted with that status effect. That's most of how you have to play the trials at an early level. Get the gear that's gonna let you push to the next level. It's a struggle. I mean, it really is a struggle. Between Mirror Mail on 28 and somewhere in the late 30s to get Platinum Armor, man, it was a struggle. And then, of course, more for Maximilian. But now I can go all the way up to 50 with relative ease. Speaking of relative ease, Ribbon is on 49. You steal it from Hashmal. And for those of you who didn't already see it, when I was kind of flipping through the menus, Worm Hero Blade is from 50. Yes, I have it. It's so nice. I got some other cool things too, but we're not going to go over that. I've been collecting everything I can get my hands on. It'd be really cool if I could equip this. That evade though. At any rate. So, let's get to it. If you don't have a diamond armlet equipped, you can pick up these two chests back here, and one of them will have the diamond armlet. If you equip the diamond armlet and open the chest, then you get the ability First Aid, which is going to be super helpful for you not dying. It lets you heal yourself when your health is red, so under 20%. Berserker Bracers, which really help out a lot with doing damage quickly, because it gives you the effect of haste and a damage increase, can be stolen from the Berserker enemy, werewolf enemy, sorry, in room 5 as well. So I come back here and I grab Dark, because spellcasting modes are few and far between, and I really need as much as I can get for the flying enemies. Looking at you, Adramelic. Over here, Dispel Mote is super effective, and this is the guy that you want to steal all the nice swords from. It's a really low chance to get the Carcata, but eventually you'll get something from him. Come on now. You notice how much more difficult this is without the Thieves' Cuffs? Which you can get from stage 30. Big giant, what's the blade? Big giant tortoise guy. Enemies in here can inflict blind and poison. This guy back here is the one that you want to farm though, because he can give bubble motes and reverse motes and haste gun motes and elixirs, although the rarity increases for each of them in that order. Again, not to rust if you watched the other video, it's based off of your maximum health, so getting a bubble mote doubles your max health and potentially doubles the damage you're doing. These guys you don't really have to worry about a whole lot. There is a remedy in this room. It's up here. If you go on the other side, there's a Soleil Fang, which does the same kind of damage as gravity, so it's a percent of the enemy's maximum health, but it also has a high chance to miss, so it's not super important that you get it. I rarely use them. Over here, however, this is the guy that you're going to be stealing your first decent piece of armor from. And yeah, Windbreaker is not it. Again, it's chain mail. Ooh, a bubble mote, look at that. So you're going to steal so many Windbreakers, you're just going to be sick and tired of even fighting this guy. Now, when you first come through, you want to open this chest because it gives Gold Needle, which these guys can also give you, I believe. If not, the ones in the next room can. Anyways, it keeps you from being petrified, which is a big deal in the next area because that boss can hit you with stone. Coincidentally, there is a very low chance for you to get a haste to go mote from this guy. Hey, look at that! A haste to go mote. I've only gotten 2 from him this whole time I've played through, and I don't know how many times I've played through. It's a lot. This chest, not so important when you get higher up. This one, super important. AoE damage is nice. These judges could pose a challenge even early on. When you get Carcosa, you can really start to fight them. A good strategy for fighting them is attack one so that it gets confused, and then attack the other one so it gets confused. And if you keep an eye on if they're attacking themselves or the other guy, you can keep them almost permanently confused, and then they can't one-shot you with their tri-attack. These guys can be a real pain in the butt. They'll do damage to you up until you have, I believe, Mirror Mail or better. Now these two items are useful. The Meteorite does a little bit of damage over time, the sap effect, and then Antidote's good if you get hit with poison. It's also a good idea for you to steal from this flying enemy, because he can have nice weapons that you can't equip yet. You get the flying enemy to spawn by standing anywhere on the map and facing the chests. So even right here would spawn it. It doesn't really matter where you stand as long as it's facing that direction. If I remember correctly, these are the enemies that give you the item that makes you immune to blind. Y'all gonna let me kill you, one of you? Thanks. Your most powerful offensive moat that you can get, aside from Skate, is right here. Balance moat. It does damage based on the difference between your max health and your current health. So if you have 4,176 max health, but you only have one actual health, like if you're at 1 health, you would do 4,175 damage to everything in an AoE. Okay, so enough of that. This guy in the corner, you can steal your flame shield from and your golden shield, and he also has a chance to drop another balance moat, a dark moat, and a scathe moat. Scathe is the most powerful non-elemental spell in the game. It's crazy. I can hit 11,000 on a warrior in an AoE with a spell. It's great. This guy, you can steal your first kind of medium attack power sword. I mean, it's not going to be as strong as Carcosa, but you can steal the Treaty Blade. Sorry, Sword of Kings. Sword of Kings, the first one. Treaty Blade is from Shemhazia. Defender is from someone else. Worm Hero Blade is from Baphomet. Baphomet? How do you pronounce the name? Anyways, this guy can also drop Nethicite in the form of the Goddess's Magicite. This increases your magic resist by a whole bunch, but it reduces not only your max magic, but your quickening bars as well. So you can't use any of your mist charges if you equip it. Just be aware. No, not first aid. There we go. You don't like me very much. So anyways, that's the first 10 floors. When I do my run through, I usually go to floor 35. Or 32. 30 something. It's Adramelic. I don't like fighting him because I have to use items to do damage. Which means I have to stop and farm for the items just to fight him. The only reason to play past him is to beat 40 and get 3 reverse modes. I don't like Shemhazia, which is on 39, so I don't usually push past him just for the 3 reverse modes when I can get them on trial level 3. The first time you come to this room, it'll be a nightmare. When you finally get Reflect Armor, the Mirror Mail, the enemy's poison and blind abilities no longer hit you. So it's a little bit easier to deal with them until you get Rivet. Now, in order to get Melt to spawn, you have to defeat at least 5 of those enemies. Not all of them. obviously, because then it ends the level. And then you stand here. And then it'll drop from the ceiling and be super creepy and try to kill you. And it casts things like Thundaga. So definitely be aware, it will hurt you. You can get golden armor, and you can also get something else, shielded armor, and you can get a shell shield. The thing that you want to get from him is shielded armor. Golden armor has 21 defense, shielded armor has 25, and auto protect. Either one of them will be nice, but shielded armor is really the only reason to even mess with that guy. Once you seal it, kill the last enemy, and you can move on to the next round and you have it. Again, Carcada is overpowered. It literally causes the boss to not attack you. And this is not the only boss. Over here in the corner is an Aquera moat. It's handy, again, for magical damage. It does more damage than arrow or dark. This boss, until you get Riven, will be the bane of your existence. You will hate it as much as I did. That's because it casts a map-wide, almost instant cast AoE that does crazy status debuffs. And the way to fight him is you smack him, and then you walk away a little bit, and then he hits himself, and you smack him, and then you walk away a little bit, and then he hits himself, and you smack him, and you keep doing that so he can't do this. Oh, and if you accidentally combo, and it's an even number, like twice, he'll do this, and hit you with sap, poison, blind, slow, and oil. And then he'll use his fireball attack and kill you in one hit. It's great. Mateus is just a pain in the butt. You don't have to kill the little ice guys. They probably won't be doing a lot of damage to you when you actually get to this level. But the boss definitely will. If I remember correctly, and you get the ice shield, and you equip the Magicite, Goddess's Magicite, you shouldn't actually be taking damage from the enemies other than the boss. Which brings us to my first area that I die regularly. Even now, at level 50. The Mind Flayers have an ability that switches your health and magic. They can also like stop. And look, my magic wasn't full because there's a magic degeneration buff. So instantly my health matched what my magic was. And I could die. Basically the way to fight these guys is... Did I already kill that other one? I didn't realize I did. The way you fight these guys, you have low health from your last fight because you have staff inflicted, and then you throw balance at them and you use a quickening real quick and you hope that's enough to finish them off. You have to use the quickening first and then the balance mode second. I actually have not gotten one of the good items from this guy, Maduin armor. Hey, look at that! I just got it. You guys are lucky. I need to keep you around. Actually, not really lucky. Blessed. The power armlet is a really good accessory. It gives you strength +3 and makes you immune to their stop effect, which will kill you a lot. Over here you'll find a bio moat, and on the other side an ether. And I can't remember what they give you if you use a diamond armlet, But, oh yeah, that's right. On the other side, if you use a diamond armlet, you'll get your tourmaline ring, which is what you need to get back here again safely. This boss can counter your attacks and actually does decent damage, and has a self-heal called Restore that basically fills up its health by 30%. Very annoying. He will chain cast it. He will fill himself back up to full. Now, in the Earth Tyrant's fight, which is this guy, you want to come over here and grab your first Gus spell, Aroga! Even though balance still does more damage. This guy's not hard as long as you keep him confused, just like the other fights. He does more damage than the rest of the bosses on this level, but he has self to match. Like, he has very low health because he has very high attack. Last but not least, the Flying Menaces. Normally my health would be higher at this point in time, and it would be a simple matter of trying to hit them with, for this stage in the game, hitting them with a mote that does damage. For you guys, it would be a balance mote to finish them off. Coincidentally, Worm Hero Blade has built-in faith, which is super nice. Somewhat irritatingly, the accessory that increases your magic damage when you have full health increases your health by 100, so you have to heal after equipping it. Whee! You got shot. Oh, it defeated one of them. Yay, us. Now, Domain Calvados, which I just breezed right by, are an item that gives you bravery effect. It increases your physical damage. It's very helpful, and you're going to see why I love using it and accidentally kill myself, sometimes, in the next room. So this fight is the first one that I really thought, well, I probably won't be able to make it past this, because King Bomb, which is that big glow-in-the-dark guy over there, has this irritating ability called Renew. It's actually a spell, by the way. And Renew will fill his health back up to full. And it casts really fast. So there's a couple strategies to defeat him. One is get his health low and then use quickenings. Another one is wait for him to try to summon other bombs and then just go all out with the damage in that time frame and then use a quickening. But notice every time I hit him, my health goes down. Oh yeah, and the Worm Hero Blade just wrecked his face. Yeah, it's pretty hard. This room is probably going to be the first one that gives you a lot of trouble. Like, consistently, annoyingly lots of trouble if you don't have reverse motes. This room is actually harder than the other ones because the enemies in here do more damage. They can actually hurt me, and I've got super high level defense. They also can inflict you with slow and poison and blind. And they can do it with every single one of those screams that you see them belting out. best strategy to defeat any of these type of enemies is to kill the boss first, because then the minions run away. I'm doing it opposite because I don't want them to run away, because I can handle a couple hits. Including that one apparently I can't handle. Wow. I did tell you they hit hard. That's kind of funny. Whatever the boss did was no bueno. Here we go. Let's try this again. See that scream attack? If you switch to your ribbon, or whatever accessory you have before it launches, you can handle taking the damage from it much better. Yeah, see, I don't like that, whatever that was. All he's doing is buffing them up, and then they're gonna wreck me. I wonder what Joy's song does. At any rate, this guy's toast. So the other rooms have a pseudo strategy. This room the enemies are asleep, so you can hit them with magic damage and they will take 50% bonus damage. And this is where that Aroga mote really comes in handy. You just chuck that one and you can actually take them down a considerable amount of health. FYI, when they're sleeping, they do take bonus damage from all sources, not just magic, so you can do more damage with physical attacks as well. But most people don't know about the magic damage being boosted when things are asleep, but they do know about the physical damage. Which is kind of funny. Oh, by the way, you get a bio mote in this room, which is super nice. These guys will hit you with all kind of statuses. Again, defeat the leader, and the rest will scatter. The first offensive spell that doesn't do damage that you will want tons of is in this room. It's the warp mote in the far corner. You can't see the chest from here, but I'll show you in a second. This doesn't have a 100% chance to hit enemies, so you'll want the indigo pendant to make it really shine. But if an enemy's not immune to warp, they are completely and permanently removed from the battle. So it's like a free clear a whole room mode. These guys like to buff themselves a whole bunch, but again, they'll run away if you defeat their leader. And you can get another mote up here. Arrow. You'll end up having 99 ethers unless you use quick hittings often, since you don't have any magical abilities. These guys are my favorite. If you happen to have Berserker Bracers, you can just equip that and go to town. Oh, come over here, guys. There we go. You see? All the fun times. Over here is another nice item, Dark Mote. You can see I've gathered a couple of those. Just, you know, like one or two. These enemies here all have a different accessory. And a balance mote in the corner. If I can remember them all. One of them has, I believe, Argyle Amulet, or Armlet. One of them has, not Blazer Gloves, Leather Gorget, and Pheasant Netsuck, which makes you get more heals from your items. Bowline Sash, which is nice. I think regular Sash might be one of them. I know, oh wait, sorry, no, it's this one. Nishiji Belt and Black Belt. You're gonna need that one a little bit later, not so much with the sleep resist. Come here, friend. So, the little purple guy over there, which just ran away, will basically only use physical attacks, while the Onion Queen is gonna use lots of debuffs and hit you with status ailments, and she's gonna inflict other people with status effects as well. So you want to take her out first. And this guy you don't really have to worry about. Now in this room, these enemies can use Tri-Attack, which you just saw. There is a special enemy that spawns, but it is basically a 25% chance for him to spawn in any one of the four corners of this room. Come on guys, I'm trying to show off people on the internet. So that was one, that was west. Then we have north. Oh, look at that, there it is. And then you can steal shielded armor from him. Let's have some fun, y'all. That sound is built into this sword, by the way. Nope, I don't want status effects. Keep that away. All the enemies in this room, aside from the kind of squishy melt-looking enemy and the Wendis, are susceptible to confuse. This guy here drops black robes. Or more specifically, you can steal them from him. So if you just happen to be playing as a mage, you'll want these, and that's a really early place to get them. Also, you can get a haste emote. Guaranteed one. You wanna see something cool? Watch this. This guy's weak to holy, and I'm low health. And I hit him for 40k and killed him in one shot. Dagger it. Unfortunately, I usually want to be at full health when this fight starts, for multiple reasons. If you have Ribbon, you could just AFK heal over a very long amount of time and slowly. Over here, you get your Gravity Moat. There's an X Potion mode over there as well. Sorry, X Potion, just, you know, potion. Now, you don't have to fight the elementals, but they aggro if you cast magic. And Homeboy that's following me casts magic, so you should probably kill him. If you have Mirror Mail, they will reflect their lightning attacks and not hurt you, but they will heal themselves with them. So just beware. Now this boss is the one you want to try to steal Thief's Cuff and Turtleneck Choker from. The choker allows you to cast magic without actually consuming MP. It'll use Gil instead. And it is affected by licenses that reduce the cost of spells. So far, I think the quickest I've killed this guy is in 2 combos. Or 2 attack turns, I should say. Ah, so close. Again, I'm doing damage to myself by attacking the boss, which is why having full health in this fight really helps out a lot. Yay, ethers and money. It's saving real quick. Give me just a moment, please. Ta-da! Now, I don't mind being low health from the last fight because I want to be low health in the next fight. This area you need black belt, otherwise you will be hit with immobilize and it will be annoying. As for armor, you won't take any damage if you happen to have Maximilian. Otherwise, you're just gonna have to suffer through it. Push it. Back here, the most notable item is a Kira moat. Alright, my health is now critical. There is a rare enemy that can spawn, and it's a pain in the butt to defeat the first time around, but you can get some decent gear from it. In this case, I want to try to steal something nice from it. Power Rod, I'll take it. Probably already had one. What did it give us? Nothing good. I forgot to mention, but the enemy that casts Sporefall is the one that gives you the shell shield. It's a 100% chance if you steal, it will give you that specific shield and only that item. Steel Polyons, I think I get them past this stage, I don't remember. But if you have them, look what you can get. You get a biomote in this little hallway. And this hallway is literally filled with traps. But there's a skate mode at the end. Boom shakalaka. Again, kind of flexing the nice stuff that I have. Bubble belt is going to help out a lot here. The first time you come through here, you're probably going to kill the boss just by throwing balance motes at it. I mean, they're really effective. And this guy is resistant to physical attacks until he enrages. But if you use the balance mode, let's see what happens. Oh, it missed. Sad face. It doesn't miss all the time, but when it does hit, look, that was 7k. And it was not mitigated by the boss. So the reason I mentioned Shell Shield is because Shell status gives you a chance to evade spells. Kill is a spell that kills you instantly. That's the name, kill. So you have a 30% chance not to die instantly from this boss with that ability with Shell Shield. And if you do die, just reboot and start again. Another thing that will get you killed in this fight is being an odd level, because the boss uses prime level death as its ultimate ability, and you're probably not going to do enough damage to bypass that for a long time. If you walk on the sandy area right around the boss, it will spawn skeletons who will use things like disable and blind on you. So that's why you don't see me running right up to him and trying to attack. Even though I can damage him now, it's not worth the time. I rarely have these missed, so the fact that 2 of them missed is kind of mind-boggling. Okay, so now you notice how it didn't give me a little message saying boss ready's killed? That means he's trying to hit me with straight up physical attacks, which means I have more time to hit him before he tries to do this without me again. Sad face. You'll see the bosses on 17 and this floor kill me most of the time. A couple other floors are pretty difficult because they instant kill abilities. Pretty much after this floor, there's 2 more rooms that you can go through to get nice things, and then restart to try to get more reverse modes. You haven't seen me use it yet, but Bio actually has a lot of attack power. Like magic attack power. It's actually how I finished off the judges my first playthrough. I just chucked Bio modes at them until I ran out. Technically I killed off the bosses right after I ran out. Will it miss again? Let us see. Nope. If you happen to have the Worm Hero Blade, don't bother trying to use it against this guy. He's immune to Holy. Yay, physical attacks. All I need is 1 more. I'm sorry, 2 more. 2 more hits and he'll die. Creepy skull face dude. You have been hit with miss. These guys hit really hard, but thankfully in the next room is the boss that you can steal platinum gear from. And if you're not afraid of dying, you can get a hasty emote from this chest over here. Yes, 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 I know you're happy to see me. This boss is a real pain in the butt to steal from. You'll probably have to save farm, like equip the stuff, load into the match, try to steal from the boss. If you don't get it, reload out. Because at this point you're using armor that's super weak versus the damage he's doing. Merilith, that's what his name is. Oh, look at that, I got 2 things. So nice. If you happen to have Berserker Bracers and Karkata, you can keep him from killing you by making him attack himself, which does heal it, as you noticed. Green health means it's healing. But it also isn't killing you, so that's a plus. Oh, the first annoying boss. So let me show you guys a strategy that I saw someone else do that's kind of cheap but works great. First off, bubble is your best friend. Second off, knots of rust are great against this guy. So notice how it says action at the bottom? Go into your items, use another knot of rust. Then change your gear. What gear? Any gear to anything, even once. Auto cast the next knot of rust. Now, again, this is doing damage that is random between my max health and my some really low amount, like, I don't know, 800 or 900 health total. We could be doing way more. I could also be doing a lot more with balance modes. We're going to take off Diamond Armlet and actually take some damage from this guy. Whee! Looks like we have a new contender. Notice how much more damage that one did? He's probably about to use Thundaja. And I don't think I'm prepared for this. It'll probably kill me. And if not, it'll like stop. Yep. Called it. So I didn't take any damage, but I did get hit with one of the most annoying status effects. Not worth my time. And you are beginning to see why I don't usually fight this guy. If you happen to have this lovely accessory, Indigo Pendant, it makes your chance to hit with magic abilities almost 100%, which is really quite nice actually. Oh wait. He's about to use his ultimate, which means I want to not die. And I also don't want to stop. You can steal Rubber Suit from him, which is one of the better light armors. Now the boss is going to be temporarily invulnerable to everything. So, that lovely first aid that you've never seen me use before is actually really effective here. Ooh, I hear another enemy coming. And right there, you see that bleed? It basically hit before I even saw it. That's one of the reasons this guy can kill you off. Not this stage, but the next. There we go. If you happen to have the Diamond Armlet, which you ought to, you will get the ability to be immune to lightning damage. Fun fact. Keep it on, kids. Oh, did he hit me with it? Nope. Just barely dodged that bullet. Nope, he's really persistent with that bleed. And we're done. All that effort, and for what? If you defeat the Dread card first, before he casts Reflect on himself, you will save yourself a lot of trouble. Because he will use Aroga on all the enemies, and then they'll hit you 5 times. Like this. Which is fine by me, because now I'm low health. They're about to have a reckoning. Wasn't joking. Now these guys, I usually wait for my health to be full because I really like full health for the next 2 revolts. Oh, don't kill him. Nope, nope, nope. You get another balance vote back here. Wow, this is the first time I've seen them use the magic. Once they're berserk, you can't confuse them, and when they hit you, they'll damage themselves. Which I always think is kind of funny. These guys are great if you have mirror mail, because then they don't hit you. They literally bounce the magic back on themselves. You can also steal some pretty cool items like a haste scum up from these guys. Look, see? Right there. Come on now. Give me my haste scum up, man. Where? I'll take it. I think they're weak to Aqua too. You can also get a Biomote on the other side. Come on, be nice to me. I'm only trying to defeat you. No, why you gotta do that? Now I got 2 of them on me. It's funny, the one that's casting magic is still hitting the one closest to me with magic. Now, time to prep for Shemhazia. So, hello, person who is watching. I'm kind of giving a walkthrough of what items I'm farming for. I am at the very beginning of the game, and yet I'm level 50. Like, I haven't even fought Rogue Tomato yet. So really, the beginning of the game. And I have Worm Hero Blade, Ribbon, And even more impressingly, Hermes sandals, bubble belt. I got lots of nice stuff. And I'm trying to farm even more nice stuff so I can push up into the 80s. Do I have ribbon on? Yes, I have ribbon on. Every time they use Hellblaster, it kills me one hit. I don't like it, man. Trying to health gate me over here? Okay, cool. Where is my dispel moat? There it is. Let's see if I can just take her out like super fast. Probably not, because if she uses shock on me, it'll more than likely do 1200 points of damage, and that's enough to kill me. Let's see. Ouch. Cool it, man. Well, not really man. Thing. Creature. Let's go. Oh wait, I still have mirror mail equipped. No wonder. Ooh, only 1100. I'll take him. Yeah. Oh, you like those 1k hits or 10k hits, don't ya? Yeah. After Shemhaji, these guys are a pushover. You can get an Aroga mode in the corner, which is what I'm gonna go after. Every time, every time. Yeah. And there you have it. Three reverse modes. Not usually worth the effort. Saving, please give me a moment. So this fight is usually not a difficult one if you have mirror mail, because the enemies will reflect most of the magic back. It won't stop them from blinding you, but it will stop them from damaging you with, like, Aquaga. Otherwise, you're in for a whole world of pain. You can also steal something nice from the boss, although I don't remember what it is that you can get from it. Orthos. Wait, do I want ribbon on? Or do I want berserker bracers? I don't know, we'll see. See that? They just reflected that damage right back. Oh, slow gun. Please, no. Ha, reflect. Unfortunately, they can't be slowed. If it uses mithril bubbles, I'm gonna die in one hit, just so you know. Nope. And there it is. Flash. Bojack died in one hit. So from that point on, there's a couple of nice items that I want to steal. There's nothing really worthwhile playing to try to get. There's no consumable items that are really worth my while. There's a meteor B, which causes disease on floor 43. The character that I was just playing as you see, I still have all the same gear I just had on. My health is at the same level. And take a look at this. Oh yeah, I have ribbon, not berserker bracers. Right over here. That's right. Good old Rogue Tomato. The first mark you can even fight. And I haven't even beat him yet. So, yeah, I've been grinding for a little bit. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna put a whole walkthrough of me going past 460. Like, just burning through, trying to get as high as I can. And hopefully getting some really nice stuff in the process. I don't have all the items that I really would like to have for that ascent. I would like to have more of pretty much everything, but reverse motes for sure. And then skate motes, I could use more than 10. Bio motes, I want more than 50. And then I should be good once my dark and arrow motes are both at 99. So yeah, I'm kind of crazy. Going through trials all that high up with no gambits, no other team members, no access to different skills, no access to the second job at the very beginning of the game. Let's see how high we can get. Until then, I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you around.